Good evening, y'all. Tell me why we have to talk. Baby, the streets are on fire. Did y'all see Anthony Lofty? Not Melody Charest is a liar. Baby, I love when the plot get the. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about y'all faves. We gotta talk about my faves. From Tasha K winning against Soldier Boy, I knew she was gonna win that case. I didn't even have to say a prayer. I knew she was gonna win that case. Cause Soldier Boy is funny, okay? I knew it. We gotta talk. We have to talk. The girls is acting up. The girls is acting up. There's a topic in here I can't wait to discuss, and that is Bad Girl RIRI. Y'all know her as Rihanna, aka Miss Avon Lady, aka Miss Mary Kay, Miss Victoria's Secret. I know her as Bad Girl RIRI. Okay, we gotta talk about Rihanna because y'all are out here with these weird think pieces, and I don't think y'all understand how much of a menace Rihanna really was. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. And Young Miami is vindicated. Vindicated. You heard it here. I've been telling y'all. I've been on the side of right because I don't go based off of stan culture. Stan culture be getting it wrong. Because, baby, they be looking at it all types of confused. They don't want to believe people are liars. Like, no. Nope. But where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup. And run the checkup. Thank you. 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 Thank you, Dr. Dicky. I guess Soldier Boy couldn't tell him. Oh, Dr. Dicky, you so shady. And before the girls get to asking, this is the palette. This is the palette. You're welcome. I did my good deed for the day. Let's see who's up in here. Hey, Annie B. Hey, Malaysia. Hey, Dr. Nikki. Please come in and like this video. Like this video now. Don't like it later. How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. How you can engage with the video is by hitting those three dots right there. And of course, sending a donation like Dr. Nikki did, or subscribing to the channel if you're loving the vibe. That means that opinions are not fake, so let's get into the mess. Now, y'all know my voice is still a little scratchy, but it is what it is. We still have work to do. It is officially a full moon today. Shout out to us. And guess what I went and seen? The Conjuring. Child, I was scared. I was scared. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I really did. But let's get into the mess. I want to start off with Bad Girl RIRI. Because for some reason, no, we're going to start with Chris Brown. We're going to start with Chris Brown. Chris Brown, in my opinion, has to be the greatest redemption story of the 21st, the new millennia. Chris Brown is performing at these sold out venues. He has a viral TikTok challenge going around. He's actually participated in it. He is doing the pictures again. That is awesome. PR move, getting all the money and the people taking the pretty pictures, right? So, my thing is this. Why are y'all coming up with these think pieces about why people should not support Chris Brown and the Breezy Bowl and the Breezies and all that? The think pieces y'all have for Chris Brown, people are going to want to support what they want to support, whether you agree with it or not. The people who should be mad at him are not mad. The people who should be affected by his presence are not affected. How do we know this? We seen Karrueche Tran, Tiana Taylor, Rihanna hugging him, kissing him on the face, being very cordial, friendly, no malice, very forgiving. So my thing is this, y'all come up with these think pieces every quarter. It's like clockwork to try to cancel him. Chris Brown is not getting canceled. Chris Brown already told y'all don't have the power to cancel him. Y'all are not God. Okay, as long as he do what he's supposed to do, mind your business. I have to agree. His job is to entertain. He's entertaining. He has to pay off that bail that he got. He's paying it off. It's like y'all are mad he's still thriving and surviving. It's so weird to me. And I told y'all this, and maybe it's because in this new year I said I refuse to be one of those ones that say I don't like somebody, and every time I turn around I'm speaking on them. That is weird to me. How are y'all even seeing what he's doing if you're not? If you're not into him. I think y'all are just mad. I think that is the easiest way to say it. What are y'all thoughts on that? What are y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree? And I loved how he's paying homage. He put this post up, which drove, I feel like it's perfect because he's great at what he do. I would be remiss if I said I don't listen to it. I like a lot of his music. I told y'all. I went to go see Chris Brown. A lot of the girls got mad at me. They was mad because I said I didn't experience colorism when I was backstage and sitting in the VIP and all that. The girls got really pissed. They got mad. They said I'm shitting on the plight of dark-skinned black women. I said, okay. That's all I can say. I just said okay. So let's get into this statement he put on the internet. He said, anybody hating on Team Breezy, F you. Then he went on to say, honest opinion, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, and Usher are all the best superstars in lanes of their own. Back in the day, music was individuality, and we were able to be inspired by all artists from the past because they were the best versions of their creativity without debates on who's better. He put in caps, I see a lot of podcasts and debates on who's better. And the truth is that we all shine bright in our own way. I had to magnify it. I'll never say I'm better than anything. I'm just being the best Chris Brown. In some way, shape, or form, these artists have influenced me to go hard and never give up. I just want to be recognized for helping people with my gifts. Michael Jackson will forever be the GOAT. And that's not even the art. And that's not even arguable. Hopefully, what we have accomplished individually will spark the minds and hearts of the next generation after us. We have an obligation to keep this art form alive. Love y'all. Thanks for reading this long ass message. I think that is a message to Jermaine Dupri. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I told y'all my thoughts on Jermaine Dupri. He is a horrible businessman. He does not know how to curate sustainable longevity in his business ventures. He's always filing for bankruptcy or some failed tax liens or whatever he has going on. So I don't pay attention to people who are not financially sound. And when I mean financially sound, I'm talking about in the form of don't know how to constantly generate money. So moving right along, because I don't know. Can we get these likes up? Did I share this out? Let me make sure I shared this. Did I share this with the base squad? Because I see a lot of newbies in here and a lot of old people. No, thank goodness. I'm so glad I caught myself because, child, what? I'm like, what is happening? I gotta get this to the base squad. I gotta get it to the base. Can we get 50 likes, please, and thank you? All right, let's share this. I can't believe I didn't share it. There we go. Moving right along. Hey, chocolate cheesecake, what is going on? Hey, Barry. I knew it. I was like, where is the base? It's unlike the base squad. So we call it that. Moving right along. Let's get into Young Miami. Because I gotta save the juicy stuff. I gotta save the juicy stuff towards the end. We gotta save Tasha K. Tasha K is up next. Because we gotta save Melody ass for the end. I told y'all, I be looking at... So let's get into Coach K talking about the City Girls. And I want y'all to listen to what he's saying. Because, baby, the boys is playing. The boys is playing on the girls' tops. I told y'all Young Miami was over there telling the truth, but I want y'all to hear what he has to say. Let's get into it. Coach K went up to the Breakfast Club to discuss the City Girls. Here we go.
Documentary you guys did. I watched the documentary you guys did with JT when she first came home, and it showed how, like, I also too a Little Baby's documentary. You guys are almost it's such a family, or felt like such a family.
No, it's still a family. It's,
okay, I mean, so it is still.
It's family oriented, man. It's how we run our business, you know.
Because I'm just wondering now, like, how the dynamic works, because it's just JT, and are you guys still? I do still see like Young Miami talking about you guys sometimes.
No. We still our relationship, like, we still have a great relationship. See Miami, we text each other. Everything is still cool. It's just at the time where she wanted to go with her career, just things didn't match her work, you know. So it was like, hey, I'm not gonna never hold nobody back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you're free. You know, your free will, you can go, you know, and explore any option you want to do. It's still love too.
Did it break your hearts though? Because I think we were all waiting for them to have that big major run together.
It didn't break my heart because I've been in the game a long time, and I know people grow apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be real, like, that's why I think a lot of, if you look in the business, we were the only ones out there with groups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was scared of groups. I I used to get, man, you crazy, you don't do a group. But I think that was our sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't break my heart just because, hip hop raised me, and I watched and studied, music. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, eventually people are gonna grow apart. You know what I'm saying? And we worked hard at it. You know, and who knows? One day it may happen again. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, people just grow apart.
This man is lying. So, Coach K, I believe you're an awesome businessman, but you're a liar. She hasn't been on QC since she did the podcast. Carisha, please, discussing her thoughts on Diddy and all that stuff, because they were asking her. So, my thing is this. When Young Miami came on board for the City Girls with JT, I feel like they thought that JT was the brains behind the City Girls, and she's not. She's not. I think JT is very talented. I think she's a strong rapper. I also feel like this. JT doesn't know her sound, if we're going to be honest. For Young Miami to be somebody who was into TV and talk shows and things of that nature, she has a great mind and an eye for how to transcend the group. When they first blew up, JT was going to the feds. The whole documentary thing was an idea of Young Miami because she used to watch reality TV. She said we should document how we're going from here to here so we could do it. Young Miami said she never thought they were going to be these mega superstars, right? And just when it was about to kick off, JT went to the feds. So the group And their success was all on Young Miami. That means the aesthetics, the sound, the growth, the elevation, the networking, the partnerships, the brand deals that all fell at Young Miami's feet. So when I see Coach K talking about like, oh, we're still a family. If y'all were a family, how come y'all didn't release the music that Young Miami was doing? Because they did wanted to overshadow JT. They wanted to push JT because JT is the stronger rapper, right? Because she had the co-sign from Nicki Minaj, just for Nicki Minaj to turn around and dog walk JT. So my thing will continue to be this. They never expected for Young Miami to be like in the midst of them choosing JT to go out here and make Carisha Please, the pod, do Carisha Russian Roulette, have the merch, do all this touring with the pod, be a thing, trademarking her colloquialisms, being asked individually to be put on songs. They never saw that. They never saw it coming. They never thought, oh, real rappers would want to work with Young Miami because she's not that strong lyrically. And here she is taking it over, making it pop. And as quiet as it's kept, the people can say whatever they want to say. But if you're not likable, because they said JT is difficult to work with and she doesn't like to get up in the morning, naturally they're going to work with the person that's hungry, that hustles. Did y'all forget the viral clip that said, I don't have to go as hard? I'm not mad at it. But JT wants to be a stay-at-home girlfriend. That's really what she wants to do. Honestly and truly. Honestly and truly. JT just wants to spend Uzi's money and be a stay-at-home girlfriend with her dogs. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm happy she's getting the opportunities, but let's not act like when the group severed, who was doing what? Run it back. Young Miami was very honest. She said, they only wanted me on the song, and I said, no, we're a team. And then they started taking meetings with JT, and all of a sudden the group broke up. Boom. That's why I'm saying Coach K is a liar. Young Miami is vindicated. Can we get 50 likes, please, and thank you? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. I'm just coming to y'all with the facts. Not feelings. I'm not a stan of nobody but the babes. We a stan of the babes. Miami was used to being in charge, but when she was locked up, Miami gained her yeah, JT was used to being in charge, but Miami gained her confidence. Hey, Shannon, I agree. She's talented, but she's not likable. Miami Saucy Santana lives are legendary. Yes, they are. What's big, sweetie? Hate the Blue Detective. I think JT has PTSD from incarceration. I think this was a gimmick to get them out of poverty. Neither has a passion for rap. They want lifestyle, and that's legit. I'm not mad. No, JT does have a passion for rap. Young Miami said she did it because JT asked her to. See, when the girls go on the pods, I listen. I listen to interviews. I like interviews. I like documentaries naturally. So I listen to people talk. Hey, Tracy, I see a 1. Hey, Dr. Nikki, I see a 1. Okay, chocolate cheesecake, a 1. Yes, I agree. And JT had a hard upbringing. That's why she's so angry. They both had a hard upbringing. Young Miami was taking care of her brother and sister while her mother was in the feds. I think Carisha helps. She has a humanitarian thing. Again, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying you can tell who's the brains of the operation and who's not. Nothing wrong with it. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup. And run the checkup. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Clock it. Me too, because if she wanted to, if she wanted it, she would pursue it. She wouldn't settle for soft life. Okay. Okay, I'm just telling you. I think she's just doing the soft life because she. Can I be honest real quick before we get to Tasha K, the queen? I feel like JT doesn't want to step on certain people's toes because she doesn't want to dog walk them hoes. And when I say certain people, I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. I think that JT can really rap. I'm talking about really rap, right? Listen to her mixtape prove that. I wasn't a fan of it because it didn't have that Miami sound. It sounded like she wanted to be from somewhere else. Again, my opinion. Nothing wrong with that. But if it's your first project, it should be based on you and your foundation. Hence why Dangerously in Love is such a good body of work, because at that time, all Beyonce wanted to do was R&B songs. She wasn't thinking about pop. She wasn't thinking about any of that because she came from a pop group. But she really just wanted to do R&B. She started out R&B because Destiny's Child, prior to them being three, it was just R&B, R&B, R&B. Then it became pop with the Bills, Bills, Bills. So, in my opinion, JT is afraid because she can really wash hoes. I don't think she wants that. She's able to handle that mega success. That true, you're an icon individual, right? Because if you go back and listen to the Super Freaky Girl remix, I loved her verse the most. I did. I felt like Akbar V ate it up too, but JT really snapped. She like came in and pop, 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 really fast, and then toned it down. And I was like, okay. I can appreciate that. And I think that whole stint of her not signing to Heavy on it left her feeling a certain type of way. I'm going to just keep it all the way honest. And for the barbs in the back who are going to feel some type of way about me saying that, remember the station head is on the internet forever. Now we're about to move on. Hey, Diabla, seeing interviews about her background, I can see why she's comfortable in her lifestyle. Yup. You didn't mention JT when we were talking about female rappers the other day. I think she's a strong rapper. I just don't feel like she is her most authentic self. I feel like everybody else is in their authenticity, right? But I don't feel like JT is. JT wants to sound like somebody else. Like, if she really brought that Florida girl out, I think she would kill it. I think she's afraid to be an icon. I truly do. I stand on that. Young Miami is not afraid to be an icon. Incarceration messed her up. The Carisha Please interview showed how out of sync she was with her dreams. Yeah. Yeah, JT should have been on Super Freaky Girl and Megan's album. I feel like she sold herself short, pledging some type of loyalty to Nicki. She definitely did that because Megan asked for her. And that's another thing. I'm like, if Megan Thee Stallion is asking you to be on the album and she's waiting on your verse, she said she waited. That's nasty work. All I hear is therapy stat. Ooh. And moving on to Tasha K. Y'all know I love Tasha K. Look, I was one of the ones championing for her not to be sued, and the girls was eating me up in the comments. And that's when I knew that I will forever stand with Tasha K. And I like Tasha. Y'all know I like Tasha. I've worked with Tasha. I've been on her platform. She's been on mine. I think she's amazing. But let's get into this. Soulja Boy dismisses $16 million defamation lawsuit against Tasha K and William the Baddest after viral interview claiming they were sexually involved. Shout out to Tasha. The case was dismissed with prejudice, meaning it can be refiled later per the lawsuit. Soulja Boy was left fueled with anxiety, anger, and afraid for his reputation. After the defendant's May 2024 interview claiming that they've been intimate, Soulja and his team previously claimed that Williams' statements could damage his personal and professional career. We saw you hunting on Cat Stacks. And her exposed. Let me continue. Stating that the allegations were an embarrassment and disgrace. He's worried his fans would abandon him over the claims. That was back in July 2024. If they didn't leave you after beating up Nia Riley, let me shut up. And now it looks like he's no longer pursuing charges against the pair. There is no word on what prompted the withdrawal. Let's get into it. It's withdrew, y'all, so Tasha K has her another win. She is becoming like a beast in the courts.
I'm telling y'all I'm not. What the fuck you want me to be that? I'm telling y'all I'm not. What the fuck you want me to... What the fuck is wrong with y'all? They said to the left, bro, anybody can go on OnlyFans and see that. Anybody can go on OF and see that. I got an OF page. What the fuck? That don't prove nothing. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Hey, y'all, hey, keep it, hey, wait. Keep it gangster. Are y'all serious right now, or are y'all trolling? Y'all serious? Oh, y'all dead ass. Okay, on my life, God strike me down, send me to hell right now. On my soul, on everything I love, that dude is lying. I could die right now today. God strike me down. I put it on my life. I put it on my life, a soul. I put it on my heartbeat. Be that. I'm telling y'all I'm not. What the fuck you want me to... That is not true, bro. Nah, if that don't do it for y'all, I don't know what the fuck y'all want me to say. And then if you don't believe me after that, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, cause it ain't... What the fuck? It ain't... What's the big deal? What the fuck? That is not true, bro.
It was to me. I loved it. I loved it. I had some Louis. It was Louis. It was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, "Take this, you white." Like he kept, like he's very like into like the race play stuff. But here's the thing. I don't know if this was really him or it was like drunk him or like, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, is he gonna hurt me? Is he making music? I'm so nervous. I go up the stairs and I'm just heart beating, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, you get down? And I was like, oh, am I gay? Yeah, I'm gay as fuck. I get in there, and at that moment, I go from professional, like a fan, to like, you're about to have sex with him, right? And so he pulls his dick out, right? And that thing was big, Tasha.
Most skinny men got big.
No, that thing was big, Tasha.
But most skinny men got.
I'm gonna be honest. That thing was like fat, and it goes. Here's the thing that makes it different. It goes to the left. It was for me. I loved it. I loved it. I had some lube. It was lubey. It was everything, and it was perfect.
Listen, I told y'all the boys be gay, especially them gangbangers. Don't he rep the set? Like, that's probably why Whack 100 is such a charity party. I mean, remember, y'all are so shocked and surprised by Young Thug doing all this talking when we seen the gay P on the screen. Y'all be acting so confused. It's really wild to me how y'all be forgetting that stuff. I don't be forgetting. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Brother, check up. Brother, check up. And brother, check up. Put a 3 in the chat if you think Soulja Boy wanted that ill nah from William the Baddest. Put a 4 in the chat if you think he's straight. Put a 3 in the chat if you think he wanted that ill nah from William the Baddest. Put a 4 in the chat if you think he's straight. I'm trying to see something. It says, I am DOA. He needs to go sit time out. Dr. Nikki, he needs to sit in time out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right, and Cash Stacks looks like a TS. Ooh. Ooh. But everyone was hunching on Cash Stacks. Ooh. He was about to say his mama and then paused a little bit. Okay, Tricky. I was like, now he said, put it on my life. Do you even... Look, I don't like when people be like, I put it on my mama, I put it on my life, I put it on this and that. Why? If you don't even believe. You don't even... I don't know. Let me stop. Her interviews are always hilarious. There are too many download men out there. I mean, are they download? Because to me, I feel like the signs are very prevalent. A man who actively whoops a woman and they don't be doing nothing. They switch hitters. So you doing the bending? Let's not act like a lot of these men don't be with beautiful trans women. Same industry. William the Baddest just happens to be someone who is revered in the Black community. They love him. He told y'all he said they was drawing up the set. You know, there's a whole gay crypt out here. I'm just happy they stayed in a truth, honey. Y'all be going up for it. It's not me. I see a lot of 3s. They be looking for them dudes. Let's keep it real. I'm not shocked. I feel like people don't want to see the signs. The signs be there. Neon. Blinking. Yeah. There's a couple men I think is gay. But, you know, they sexual lovers never came out. Y'all know I dated a whole NFL player. He was... Okay, he was... I don't know if he was doing the bending or anything, but I know... I knew his type. Let's just keep it like that. I knew his type. Ooh, yes. Hey, Darius, hit that like button. Let me see. Who else is on here that we're talking about today? Did we talk about Rihanna? I feel like we did. I don't know. Just in case we didn't talk about Rihanna, because I don't feel like we did. I saw a think piece because a lot of people are upset that Mariah the Scientist was allowing her men in prison to talk about his friends, women, and everybody else. And they were like, I would never. Y'all are some liars. Y'all are some liars. My favorite gossip comes from men. My favorite gossip comes from men. Okay? I could never be upset at Mariah the Scientist getting all that she can from this man. Y'all are sitting up there believing Whack 100 until the real tapes come out about who he really wants. Do y'all really think Mariah cares? Mariah has already told y'all she will never put her trust in a man the way she did with Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty turned around and got her friend pregnant. She was sitting on the phone listening and was like, oh, okay, she looked like Rihanna. You don't think so? Okay. She was getting her bills paid. She was getting her bills paid. She was getting her studio time paid for. That's why she was picking up the phone. Send me the number. Yes, babe. Who's ugly? Yeah, girl. Order me that. You see what this man bought me? Little bling bling bling. Yeah, tell him I want to go on a date. Yeah, I'm single. Thug is in prison. Yeah, babe, I'm listening. Who's ugly? You don't think she's beautiful? Oh, okay. She was just sitting there. She didn't give a fuck. Okay? She was getting her bills paid. See, that's how I know how y'all are green as hell. Y'all are writing these think pieces, and it was like Rihanna would never. What are y'all talking about? The same Rihanna who was trolling Savannah James about her husband? That Rihanna? Y'all are talking about bad girl RIRI. See, y'all know her as the Avon lady, Miss Mary Kay, Miss Victoria's Secret. Let me tell you about the hood rat Rihanna I know. Rihanna was a menace. Rihanna had the girls in a tizzy. Rihanna saw Chris Brown with Carucci and then decided to go to the basketball game the next day with Chris Brown. And then said, sweeter than a rice cake, throwing shade on his song. That Rihanna? The Rihanna who said, girl, I could take your nigga if I wanted to? That Rihanna? The Rihanna who wrote the number 23 on her beautiful body and said happy birthday, Big Daddy or some shit like that to LeBron James? Who wouldn't clear up the rumors if she was dating LeBron because she said for what? The one who championed Russell Simmons when he said, we all been a little wild before, and she said, y'all heard what he said. That Rihanna? The Rihanna who sang the Future lyrics on her IG live and then laughed and shut the video off? Are y'all sure y'all know the Avon lady like y'all think y'all do? The Rihanna who told Serena Williams, girl, you're not built for tough, when Drake brought out Serena to see him and Rihanna popped up? That Rihanna? The Rihanna who told him, I don't care if she's here, I'm here? And told Serena she need to go to sleep? What girl are y'all talking about? The same Rihanna who told Drake, let's go to this club that Chris Brown and Carucci was at? And then handed Drake the bottle to throw back at that Rihanna? The Rihanna who was trolling her now baby daddy called him weak? It was with the ish until she found out that that baby was actually not her baby daddy, but Drake's baby? That Rihanna? Y'all have no clue. Y'all know the Avon lady. Y'all know Miss Victoria's Secret. I know the hood rats. I know the hood rat. I know the one who said, I sue people who have nothing for fun. Don't fuck with me. See, y'all. Ciao. Anyways, thank you so much. Rihanna that went off on Sierra and Tiana Taylor. And she was the one who started it with Tiana. And then had Adidas pull Tiana. See, they have no clue. Not surprised. She's a product of Jay-Z, but I like Rihanna. Now she's a product of Jay-Z. See, y'all be picking and choosing. Not they probably young. RIRI is and always will be totally hood. Hey, Tiabla, the one that got Travis Scott to help her write Anti, then ghosted him. And then got in that recent interview and said the only album she loves and listens to is Anti Girl. And your man is, y'all have no clue. They have no clue. See, Madison was like the same Rihanna that was cheating with ASAP behind Chanel's back. They not ready. That Rihanna that told Sierra good luck booking them stage, baby, that's the most iconic thing she ever said. Rihanna didn't take no mess. Baby, remember she dog walked TLC? A mess. The one that took him for 2 minutes and then gave him back. Rihanna don't play with the girls or the guys. On Christmas! Yes, that was nasty work. They don't know. Shout out to ASAP Rocky. He was dropping in that new movie. I have to see it. Hey, Auntie Sanitra. Rihanna that was singing songs about Carucci. Rihanna used to be hell on Twitter. She was hell on social media, period. She was hell. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Okay, she's the reason we saw how Chris Brown was packing. Y'all remember that? They mad at Mariah, and I was laughing the whole time. See, that's what I'm saying. I was like, poor Mariah. I usually see a lot of old men that like to gossip. Ooh, that glove conversation sounded like she already knew and was fishing. Ooh, hey, Bobby. Hey, JoJo Black. Thug was in like for 3 years. He had nothing to do, just bored. Because we be clocking. Yeah, we do. He was bored. I don't know why they acted so shocked. I don't know why they acted so shocked. I'm not shocked at Young Thug. Young Thug is like, He was in prison. They probably didn't see him, didn't put no money on his books, didn't give him no commissary, wasn't checking on his kids. Baby, he was pissed about a bunch of stuff. He do what men in prison do. If this pissed you off, baby, I want to hear. Since they released the shit, release the Epstein phone calls. Who was he talking to, and what was they talking about? That's what I want to hear. The man who slaughtered them people out in Idaho or whatever, release those calls. Cause I want to hear who he was talking to get that good deal. He didn't end up with the death penalty. Since we release the calls, or do we only do this to rappers? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Brother, check up. Brother, check up. And brother, check up. Hey, DC Purple Diva. Shout out to the West Coast. Yes. Listen, Chris Brown was he had her panties on his head. That's how we saw how he was packing. Cause she released she released the photos. Definitely was trolling LeBron's wife. Baby, Rihanna was doing, but I love her. I love her. What is commissary? The interview coming out tonight with Young Thug, it's going off. He went to jail and was facing life. Man took leaked Diddy calls. Ooh. He was getting money put on his books because he blew up in there. Yeah, because of Mariah. Because of Mariah, not because of them. I agree with his future comments. Hey, the Bailey Mark Show. So let's get into the final one, okay? Melody Shari. She lied, y'all. If you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, then you know it took off during I think before the pandemic, but it really transcended because that's when we found out Martell had the side baby during the pandemic, and it was just everywhere. It hit the internet by storm, and then Melody was able to brand herself as the soon to be ex-wife who was long suffering, who found her voice, who prayed, was told to leave, and left. I don't have an issue with any of that. I do feel like Martell gives her a hard time, but I feel like Melody gives Martell a hard time, right? But here's my thing. When it comes to celebrities, socialites, influencers, other content creators coming for content creators, and I'm talking about Anthony Lofty. Anthony Lofty ate you up with receipts, Melody. You're acting like you won. You didn't win, baby. You didn't show up to court. And now you're mad because other content creators found that out. And this is what I say. Don't be a stan so much you can't see the forest from the trees. Or the trees from the forest. Either way, y'all know what I'm talking about. I get it. Melody is a single mom. She got somebody on her head. She has a lot of people who don't like her, who give her a hard time, right? But let's not act like she doesn't have a lot of support. She has immense support. Hell, they have a I Love Melody personal chat or something like that. And I agree with Anthony. You lied on me. That's all I want. He didn't ask for money. He asked for you to retract your statement. And I think that's the biggest thing you can have happen, because these celebrities, these socialites, these influencers, they love you when you are praising them. They hate you. Them and the fans, when you disagree, you criticize, or you just simply are no longer buying into their bullshit. When y'all don't like what people say, y'all be like, oh, they don't like women. They're always talking about women. First of all, if they're reviewing a show where it's women on there, they're going to talk about the women, right? When Anthony Lofty was being talked about, I didn't see any of y'all say, hey, don't talk about that black man, none of that. And then people were lying because he's in the medical field. And anybody who's been in the medical field, understands the medical field, then you know you cannot be in any medical field with a licenses, certifications and things like that. And you have felonious, heinous things on your record. That is a no-no. That's why the girlies who are smart, and the men who are smart, when they're in the medical field, they be like, it's not worth my time. They don't tell y'all where they work at, things of that nature. He ate you up with that. And the fans. I get it. I don't know what all he do, but that video right there ate you up. Melody, you lied. How are you countersuing a default judgment? How do you have an attorney and you don't know when the trial is supposed to start and things of that nature? How many lawsuits do you have, mama? How many court hearings are you having? Melody is not that booked and busy. You're upset because you didn't like what was said, and that's fine. That's fine. But to take it as far as to try to ruin somebody, and that's me on the outside looking in, and you didn't even show up to court, that's crazy. But you're doing subliminals. And he addressed you, and now your fans are mad. Weird. Strange. I think there's some weirdos in the review space, but when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's like it's a cult. It's like y'all can't think for yourself. Y'all can't move by yourself. Y'all really ate it up when she said she goes in her prayer closet, and then all of a sudden y'all turn into delusional stands. I'm like, oh no, that is crazy. That is crazy. He has every right to defend himself. Every right. I don't even know Anthony Lofty. But Melody, I'm with you when you're right. You're not right in this one. Because you're mad. You're emotional. I said it before. Her and Martell are one and the same. They was married for a really long time. They were married for a really long time. They know how to get under each other's skin, right? I don't buy none of that BS they be doing. But here's where I draw the line. When she had it out, she chose to stay because she wanted some get back against Letitia. And then rewarded him with a baby. Ariana's not the only bird. I believed Ariana when she said you knew about her. Y'all had conversations on the phone. Y'all would talk and stuff like that. I do believe that. I do believe that. It is what it is. And I can't even be upset because now you're free. But you knew how that demon operated. You was loving it. What you didn't like was he said Ariane was better. That's what pissed you off. He wouldn't have been able to say that with me either. But when it comes to this Anthony Lofty situation, when it comes to this direct situation and how he spelled it out, yeah, he's making the most sense. So I believe him. Because you have not posted. She's so quick to post a receipt. She ain't post that one. Clock it. Oh, I am hurt. Oh my God. Shout out to the international and domestic bays because Letitia didn't divorce her husband. She helped bring Tisha's cousin on to expose it. She went to Ariane's house. Yup, one and the same. Mel and Tell are the same person. When people think of themselves, that cult gets furious. Oh. Her trolls called jobs, docu, etc. Sat just playing all through Madison County Courthouse. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Not playing through the Madison Court. Is that the county in Huntsville? I was in Huntsville. I didn't even see them. I didn't even see them. I didn't see any of them. And I was like, all this money we around, I didn't see them out at none of the events. It's unfortunate, but that's probably why people don't review the show. Love and Marriage Huntsville could probably get more viewers and things like that, but they got too much going on. It's too much drama. I'm like, the money cannot be that good for all the drama that be happening from the content creators and the in-house fighting to the we gotta do prayer groups and all that. Like, y'all, what? Whatever. But y'all, that's all I had for y'all today. Again, I hope Melody gets peace in her situation. We talked about that the other day. But when it comes to this Anthony Lofty situation, he ate her up. He came with the receipts. Simply, purely facts. Ashley Williams, send it to my Instagram. Funky Dineva was doxxed. You know what? I believe that because Empress Radio got doxxed. And that's when I was like, I'm not reviewing that show. Someone doxed me, I'm putting them in prison. I don't play like that. The show is too negative. That is crazy. That is crazy, but y'all, that's all I have for y'all. That's all I have. Again, this is the palette. This is the palette I use for my eyes. I don't get paid to promote them. Y'all see it? I know you see it. I know you see it. I'm like, bam, bam. Yeah. Thank you. And again, thank you to all of the Bays Squad. Thank you to the Bays, the international and domestic Bays for rocking with me. Y'all know we just do commentary and get up out of here. I am going to put together this video. I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to commit to it. So if y'all see it upload, make sure y'all check that out. And on that note, what are your thoughts, Bays Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.